Before I start the video, I want everyone to listen closely. This is the reason why Jesus Memorial is so important to us. Please pay attention. All right, 307. All right, please pay attention. This is the reason why Jesus Day is so important. Listen. No, that's a fact. And bro, I'm gonna give you the rundown soon. You got my math though too. Holla at me anytime. You know that, bro. Never be shy. Always text first. I always require people to text me first. Just be like, yo, Yatta, this Marcus. Whatever your AK is now, Max the Don. You know what I'm saying? This is me. Word. But safe down here, bro. That's a fact. And like I said, this might be a calling. Just to give you a rundown now what the meeting is about. It's just the passing of the bread and the wine. It's just for half an hour. Now the bread represents the flesh and the wine represents Jesus' blood. So basically, in our belief, Jesus died for our sins. Know what I'm saying? So he basically sacrificed himself for us. And long story short, we know he was resurrected. But my whole thing is his death, which he even knew this already. Know what I'm saying? But he still went forth with it. Why? Because this is what was the master plan. In other words, this is what was Jehovah wanted him to do for us, for our sin, you know what I mean, so to speak. Know what I'm saying? That for him to give himself for us. So before his death, of course, he was betrayed, though. Even though, I know it's kind of crazy because he knew all these things, but even though he was betrayed, but they didn't know he knew these things. But my thing is, because remember at one time they didn't know if he really was the Messiah and stuff like that. But long story short, so he got betrayed, right? So my whole thing is, and of course it's by, Iscariot. I always get Iscariot. It was by it's this Judas Iscariot. But long story short, he was betrayed. But before he died, right before he was about to die, it's sort of like the Last Supper. The Last Supper, if you heard of that. But this is what he said. Luke chapter 22, verse 19. He said, "Keep doing this in remembrance of." So, you know what I'm saying? Meaning the passing of the bread, which represents his flesh, and the wine that represents his blood. And it's only a half an hour. That's it. So this is why it's so much to us, because Jesus Christ, we know he sacrificed his life for us. And like I said, whether people believe it or not, but this is for people that do. So this is why it's the most important day. It's not our birthday. It's not these holidays, Christmas. None of that means nothing. This is the day that means a lot because Jesus gave his life for us. And knowingly, though. See what I'm saying? Knowingly. That's making even a difference because he still continued on. You know what I'm saying? And go through this suffering and all that. We don't need to even go into deep where he suffered. That is a whole nother occasion. I will get into that. But that's basically what this is about and what this represents. But holla at me, bro. You can pass the message off. You can, so people that you want to invite, they don't know. But like I said, you can